Okay, in this step I want to add the Vuforia SDK to our system, to our project. So however, I did it before, but I will explain for you. Package manager, in window package manager, in here in the list you can find Vuforia engine AR, and you need to download the last version of it. Right now it is 9.6.3 for me, and I installed it. Then when you install it, you can see in the game object, you can see the new tab. It's called Vuforia engine, and you can see all of the features of Vuforia SDK, such as AR camera, image target, and others. For now we need to add the AR camera to our scene. Alright, and right now I want to check off the main camera, and I keep it in our scene, AR camera. As you can see, it has a specific script. It's called Vuforia behavior. It is the core of Vuforia. In here you need to add your license key, and you need to register in the website of Vuforia and get the developer license and put it. It is ready and very useful for you. And after it, you need to check on the track device pose. It is very important for the surface tracking. Okay, that's it. Let's go to the next step, and for that we need to add the in the Vuforia engine and ground plane and plane finder, and we will put it as a child of the AR camera. Then the next step is, and come to game object, Vuforia engine, and ground plane stage. That's it. It's already done. So go to the plane finder and drag and drop the ground plane stage in here, content positioning behavior, and an onshore stage variable. That's it. Now in the scene view you can see this option, ground plane. It is exactly like image target, and you need to put your 3D model as a child of ground plane. As you can see, we have default trackable event, so we have on target found, on target lost actions. Okay, surface tracking in Vuforia is not supported by all of the device and all of the mobiles. For this cause, as you can see in the website of library.vuforia.com, in the Vuforia engine recommended devices, you can see the list of devices of iOS devices and also Android devices with all of the brands, Samsung, or all of the types. You can see the list of devices as they can support the surface tracking of Vuforia. Look at it, it is Samsung, Google Pixel, Huawei, and all of them. And your device or user device needs to support the surface tracking. For this time we need to know it. How we can know it? Compare the name of device with this list. It is impossible because it is a long list, and also this list will change all the time, so it is impossible actually. I propose to do something else. I discovered when the device, mobile, Android in every brand, cannot support the surface tracking, in the console we will see a small error from the Vuforia. It said it cannot support the smart train, and a smart train failed. So we can use this comment as a clue of understand, okay, this device can support the surface tracking or not. Okay, let's go ahead and make the new C# script. In the script folder we say ARManager. Okay, and go to the Visual Studio. In here I want to add something small and very beautiful. At first, smart boolean can support equal false, for example, and also private string console string. It will be the current value of the console messages, current value of message in console. So we create a new void new function in here. Okay, and we say string message. We'll put then 3 parameter in here: string, tag, trace, and also the log type. That's it. And also we need to add the using system to here too. I forgot to do it. Okay, log type, we say type. Alright, we say console string equal console string plus double quotation and plus message, and in here if console string that contains exactly this word with don't forget this one, the capital letters are important. Train field exactly with this type, we will say can support equal false, and print no, it can't support surface tracking. This device cannot support the surface tracking. Okay, and we say else. We duplicate this part and say alright, it can support. If we don't see any message contains a smart train field in our console, so it means it can support. That's it. And we say for launch this function, we say void on enable application dot log message it received plus equal and the log. And also for the disable this function, when the application will try to go out, on disable, and we say plus minus. Okay, now we can understand our device can support the smart train and surface tracking or not. Okay, let's go to the editor and do something small in here. Right now with these current options, when we test in the APK, when you see the when the application will launch, when you click or touch in everywhere on your screen, the 3D model at the child of ground plane stage will appear. And it is not good for us because it is not user friendly. Maybe the user will has the problem or mistake in double touch or something else, so we want to do it manually by button, not touch or click everywhere. Okay, at first for this we coming to the plane finder, and in here it says okay, when on input received event, it is exactly that function for the click on the everywhere of a screen, because it has vector true. We say okay, we don't need it. And also in here it's a duplicate stage. It means when you double click or more several click on your screen or on your button, it will instantiate the new prefab exactly at that position. We don't need it, so we will check off. Okay, let's go to the Visual Studio and do some scripting for management of tracking and show model and reset the ground tracking. At first we need to add the using Vuforia to our list of libraries, so we need to add some variables by adding them one by one. Public plane finder behavior, we call it finder. Also smart train and positional device tracker, we say positional device tracker. Okay, and also content positioning behavior, we call it the same name, content positioning behavior. And also onshore behavior, and we call it plane onshore, comma, another one mid-air onshore, comma, placement onshore, semicolon. Okay, state manager, call it state manager, same name. And we need some float variables, we call it touch pre-pose difference and comma touch reference and comma another one, zoom modifier and semicolon. In here another variable vector2 first touch pose, and also second touch pose. Okay, so we need to add public game object as a, it's called object. It will be our 3D model that we want to show. We call it the 3D model that we want to show on the position. Alright, and also another boolean variable, we should call it show model state. Okay, we're going forward one by one. At first we need to add, let me sort all of this variable. Got it. Okay, in here we need something, it's called public void launch model, and we say finder dot pref, sorry, from it hit it will be test. Oh, maybe one of the, okay, let's go ahead and obj dot setActive true, and also show model equal true. Maybe I need to add something like this in here. I forgot to add in. And also we need the same method, it's but reverse. We say hide model and we say false, and show model false. Okay, the last option that we need is for reset. In fact, in the launch model function in the finder.perform hit test, in here you can put your model in the AR surface tracking on the position of the surface tracked on the ground. And also you can show your model and change the state in here. So we need to add small function, it's called reset trackers. In Vuforia SDK, the surface tracking is one time, and it is starting in the first moment of scene launch. In fact it is void start, so maybe it is not good for us, or maybe in the first moment your camera is dark or without any good area for detection. You want to try to another tracking on the ground or new view, so we need to have the reset tracker for our system. So let's make it very fast. We say this dot smart train equal tracker manager dot instance dot get tracker, and in here we say smart train, and also this dot positional device tracker equal tracker manager dot instance dot get tracker, and we say positional device tracker. And also in here this dot smart train dot stop, this dot positional device tracker dot reset, and also this dot smart train dot start will launch. Okay, now get back to the Unity editor. As you can see, we have two parameters in here. It's called finder and obj. It will be our 3D model, and we drag and drop the plane finder in here, and that's it. And also I wanted to add a new 3D model as our object in here. For example, we say okay, I think we need to add the direction light. Yeah, right now makes sense. Okay, this cube is our 3D model. So in AR camera, drag and drop a cube in here. And also the last step is when we click on the ground plane stage, we have something, it's called on target lost. Open it, and AR camera, our ARManager, and we say hide model. And also we can add the show model in here like this exactly. Show model, that's it, and we turn back. Okay, in here on target found, AR camera, and show model. Okay, now the final step is adding some UI buttons to control our functions. We call it show model btn, and we say show model okay, that's it. We're going to the center down, a little bit up. We say okay, 45 is good, and in here we drag and drop the AR camera ARManager and we say launch model, not show model, launch model. ARManager.launch model, and also we duplicate this button. We say reset button, and down left, and here is good, and we say reset tracking. Okay, and change the function and reset trackers. That's it. It is the all of functions for AR surface tracking. And the next step, we will try to align our system of GPS and show the correct model for every point on the AR surface tracking. Let's go ahead.